It's free kick once again. Free kick once again. And every football fanatic, every football maniac knows exactly what is going on in the football world right about now. Right about now. Now, if you're living in a rock, I can give you an update. Currently, there is one last game going on. That's between Iraq and Bolivia for that final spot in the World Cup. So yes, what was happening today was a set of games finalizing the last 6 spots for the FIFA World Cup in USA, Mexico, and Canada. One game is currently at halftime, the very last game between Iraq and Bolivia. That is the last space left. However, there were a few, let's say, friendlies today. Friendlies where coaches are actually looking at their teams to see where they're at for the World Cup coming up. And there's one particular game, or maybe two, where those coaches need to step up. And the first one I would say is that England game versus Japan. The Japanese totally class and outrun them. And this is a tactic that the Japanese and the South Koreans have been using against the European teams. South Korea used it twice on Germany to get rid of Germany out of the World Cup in 2 years, 2 successive years. And we see the Japanese using that same tactic on the English. The English, they are not looking so well. This coach seemed to be in an experimentative mood, and this is not the time for that. Everything should be gelling now to go into the World Cup, because what is happening now is you get the international break, they play your friendlies, then they are going to go back to their clubs. So, with a lot of these players opted not to play any more friendlies and went back to their clubs, it was time for a few other players make a stamp, yeah, do something and show the coach that yes, I want to be in this team. But I didn't see that with the English team. I'm seeing some lazy football, no chemistry. This one don't want to pass it to that one. Right now, England doesn't have any identity, no DNA to say this is how England plays. How can a coach put Phil Foden up front to play striker? That's never his game. That is never Phil Foden's game. He likes to play from in the middle or maybe from the right and cut in. That is how we know Phil Foden. Solanke was there. Why didn't start Solanke? But I don't know what the coach is doing. He's still in an experimentative mood. However, the next game, which is a USA game, which is a host nation, the host nation was playing Portugal today. And Portugal was just petting around with them, and just simply scored 2 goals in no time, and that's it. And the other day, USA was playing Belgium. They scored 1 goal and acted as if they have won the World Cup, and Belgium responded with 5. So there's no difference there for the United States of America, and the games will be played in their country. So with that said, those are the 2 countries where those coaches really need to step up. Really need to step up. Now, these World Cup qualifying, Sweden versus Poland, that was a hell of a game. Gyökeres versus Lewandowski. Yes, and Sweden got the better of them. Now, if you remember, in the playoffs, Sweden didn't do so well. Sweden got, let us say, another path to the World Cup by being, I think it was a semi-finalist in Nations League. That's how they came back and got it. Because there are other teams that really spanked them real bad. And those teams are actually out. But Sweden is back in the World Cup. Get it? So Sweden really played well today. And I think the players were so tired at the end, the Polish players, that even when the goal went in, it's almost like they have given up. They have given up. It's nice to see Sweden back inside it, that bright yellow team. Now, the Czech Republic and the Danes, this game went to penalties. ended 2-2 in regulation time. Yes. The Danes, they didn't win. So the Czechs are there once again. You see, a lot of these European countries, you may not be hearing about them, but their players are in big clubs throughout Europe. So that Central Europe, they play very good football. They play very good football. Both Central and Eastern Europe play very good football. So the Czechs took that one home, sent home the Danes. So one less UK team going to the World Cup. Now, this team called Kosovo, they have been dynamites in the league. They have been dynamites. Kosovo is one of those teams that actually beat Sweden, I think, twice to reach where they are now. Kosovo was playing very good. As a matter of fact, Kosovo gave Sweden 2-0 late last year, 1-0 further up in the year. Kosovo beat Slovenia 2-0 and Slovakia 4-3. I guess football is a bit, let's say, some teams are just unlucky. Our football is just unfair because some teams are very good out there, but they just not knocking it. Turkey got rid of Kosovo. Turkey is a very good team, but I think Kosovo would have shined more light in the World Cup. Kosovo. Now, another space that went today was the Jamaica versus Dominican Republic. I am Jamaican, but with that brand of football that Jamaica was playing, you cannot go to the World Cup with that brand of football. So if you are going to go to the World Cup just to say you're at the World Cup, does that make sense? You just want to make history to say, yes, you were there. You don't want to win a game or two. You don't want to show the world that you can play good football. Jamaica versus DR. DR is not even better. DR is not going to do much either. But I'm seeing the DR, the Congos. He gets a ball on the left, and the Jamaican is just walking, tired, cannot make it. Empty net, and Congo cannot score. So Congo is not better than Jamaica. The Congolese are scoring way in the 100th minute. Friendlies. Jamaica has actually held them. So this tie could have gone either way. Jamaica versus the Congo. But Jamaicans, we weren't expecting much from that game. We were not expecting much from that game. The country that I think is balling tonight, crying like crazy, is the Italians. This is the third time the Italians got kicked out by teams in the same Central Europe, Eastern Europe I just mentioned. In 2022, they got kicked out by a team called North Macedonia. North Macedonia. No, those countries are not even known for football. The Italians are known for football. Very much so. But I guess on the field it's still 11 versus 11. And this year now, it's another Central or Eastern European country called Bosnia. Giving them hell, kicking them out. Yeah, 1-1 regulation time. Yet they got 4. Bosnia gave them 4-1. Man. So here is what I ponder at times. That Bosnia, Macedonia, Kosovo, Croatia, Czech Republic, Slovenia, Slovakia, Serbia, Albania, all of those countries made up Yugoslavia. They made up Yugoslavia at one point. So back in the days, Yugoslavia was a very good team. So yes, it has broken up, but these are the same set of good coaching and the love for football within that society, just the same. So let us see how the World Cup will be. Let us see how the World Cup will be. Please remember to like and share. Please remember to like and share. Italian football is in shambles. I can say that much. Jamaican football is in shambles. I can say that again. Right? But if you are planning to go to the World Cup, please check out this video. Check out this video on the things to do in Mexico, the food to enjoy in Mexico, the music to enjoy in Mexico. Please watch the video, like and share. Thank you very much.